treasury? Is it the county government?
The first question was directed to the council.
Okay.
There was a question, Mr. Speaker, to the two dates. On page 386 of Obado, the date of 9th October 2023, of our volume 2, Mr. Speaker. 86. And Mr. Speaker, we were asked about the two dates. The date that is typed is the date when the memo in question was authored, and that's the date inserted by the author. The date of 9th October just shows when the document was served upon the county assembly. So there is only one date on the document that relates to its authorship. The other date is for the date it is wrote. And that letter is also an annexure or an attachment to the letter at page 384. I think that's where the confusion is coming from. Stamp of the county assembly. Oh, sorry. They all bear the stamp of 9th. So the date on the stamp is not the date of the authorship. It's not necessarily the date of the authorship. That's what I'm trying to say. Is if means the final proof of payment, Mr. Speaker, it is have another one. And if payments are indicated there as having been made, then there is no other way to confirm whether those payments were made, because they will not be keyed there as having been made if they have not been made. As to the authenticity of this IFMIS, who is the head of the county treasury? It is, of course, marked as the accounting officer. Sometimes it is the chief officer who is so designated. But the issue here, like I say, Mr. Speaker, people at certain levels only act through subordinates. It is never an answer to say, it wasn't me. Because if that was the approach, no CEO would ever be responsible for anything. They would always say, and it's prestige, but no responsibility for whatever goes wrong there. Again, on that question, there is a section 39 of the County Governments Act. It says members of the County Executive Committee, who include the governor, and the CECs, are individually and collectively accountable to the governor in the exercise of their powers and the performance of their duties and the responsibilities. So if these persons are individually and collectively under the bars when things go, thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I believe, is there any question that has not been answered by your
Council has done so.
So
but,
we move to Senator Karungo.
Peke yake, na nauliza kwa lugha ya Kiswahili sababu tulionyeshwa katika video kuna
Matatol.
Sawa, niko nataka kujua hivyo tu. Mheshimiwa Speaker, ukiangalia katika nakala ya pili kutoka County Assembly ya Meru katika kurasa ya 17 hadi 29 ni ile wanasema IFMIS printouts. Ukiangalia katika guzo ya 3 utaangalia kwamba kuna prepayment kutoka mwezi wa Julai mwaka wa 2022 hadi ukurasa wa 29 ni mwezi wa Julai tarehe 6 mwaka wa 2023. Hiyo ni mwaka mmoja. Katika hiyo subscription watu tofauti ikiwemo huyo muungwana ambaye ametajwa hapa mara kadhaa ambaye anaitwa Meme. Swali langu ni kwa na lagai kupitia familia kama hao wengine ambao wote wako hapo wamepewa pesa, anajua hangelagai kupitia hao. Angelagai tu kupitia hao watatu wametaja, lakini sio wengine 300 na ambao wamepewa pesa hizo.
Thank you.
Evans.
Thank you. It's true we have indicated in our evidence that prepayments have been made, not only to the governor's relatives, but also that have not and surrendered documents to indicate that there was no embezzlement.
Senator Mogeni.
The councils, Mudomi Thiankolu and of their clients. Now, there is a video that was played, I believe, to prove count number 3 on making insightful insight. I want you to point out to me, I didn't see names being mentioned, so I just wanted to know this idea of cartelism, the people being referred to as cartels. I didn't see names in that video. I wanted to know where I can get the names of those 10 leaders. Number 2, page 17 to page 29, volume 2, some it's alleged and paying out payments. Now, other than what you have given us, is there maybe anywhere you can point out officers to make these payments, or that these payments were not made following the laid down procedures through the Public Finance Act, or is there anywhere where?
Yes, proceed to answer those questions, Council. 2 questions.
It is true, Chair, or sorry, Mr. Speaker, that in the video Senior Counsel alludes to, there is no specific reference to any of the 9 MPs. But it is also true, and luckily the Senate has very many lawyers, you can confirm this, Mr. Speaker, that you don't need to refer to someone specifically. Someone can be referred to by innuendo. Common knowledge that Meru has 9 MPs and 1 woman rep, making them 10. It is also common knowledge, both through that video and others, and even the previous impeachment proceedings, Assembly, and the Senator for Meru County. There is the question of sufficient. Our answer is that it is. If we, on its face, the problem we flagged, Mr. Speaker, is the problem of 107 prepayments running to 78 million, and even that accounting for 4 months. And clearly, on its face, it does not require any further substantiation, but even worse. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to ask 2 very quick questions. And my questions are to the witness, whom I actually congratulate for the resilience of standing for 7 hours. Now, Mr. Speaker, when the witness was, he want to know whether there is any evidence in record of you seeking that evidence from the CEC, and if then the CEC has been difficult, now that you are a member of the County Assembly, is there anything that is, because it has been mentioned by, I'm imagining in my mind, why it is very easy for you to conclude that this document, especially the work ticket, is forged and not photocopied? Because it is appearing, the same is appearing, I think 2 or 3 times, but a keen look at it will show you that it is the same work ticket for different in the next month for a different car. I would want those 2 clarifications.
But, we have adduced evidence to support the allegation that we sought information of the via a letter from the clerk, and the response from the CCM is also on page 31 of volume 2. We decided to hit the nail on the head because these are monies expended in the office of the governor, of the county, overall management of the resources of the county. Number 2, on if work tickets are not forged. In fact, I'm guided that it's County Government Act Section 30. Furthermore, the CCM Finance is an appointee of the governor, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it is also not true that the work tickets are forged for the month of March and for the month of April. That would be irregular, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Senator.
Mr. Speaker, my first question goes to Council for the Governor. I want you to provide a time lapse between the infamous prostitute video and the response of the Governor. Second, Mr. Speaker, to the witness, what government resources were used at these Okolea meetings? I'm confused because you have said in your evidence, Government Assembly Act, which is displayed at whether that provision relates to appearances by the governor before the assembly, or, as I understand it, refusal to produce before a county assembly or a committee any paper, book, record, or document. I want him to explain to me if in his understanding he thinks that section applies to summons to appear or refusal to appear before the county assembly as opposed to the refusal to produce a paper, book, record, or document. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. If I can address my question, what government resources were used in the Okolea rally? We have clearly indicated that in the sworn affidavit by the police officer who is charging the people who were maybe vehicles were stoned or damaged. And also human personnel is also a county resource, and we have established that there are county government.
Counsel for the Governor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to refer the Senator to page 167 and 177 and 178 of the Governor's Volume 2 to demonstrate a very simple fact of the Assembly, Volume 2 of the Assembly. 177 and 178, you will find extracts of WhatsApp messages adduced as evidence in support of one, the utterances and the sequence of those messages. When you look at the message appearing at page 177, it shows the time there is 21:16. The next message is 22:16. The next page now, you will find that time going back to 2017 and 2018. This confirms then that it cannot be the same day where these messages were posted. So our simple answer to the question is the governor was responding to a viral video that was sent in this group showing the deputy governor chanting, inciting songs against her, and it is in that response by the DG. And she points to that video that has been sent. So you could get a lot of distortion or agas because they do not follow a particular sequence. Secondly, Honorable Senator, is that when you're in a WhatsApp group and you're responding to a specific message, you could actually press to refer to a specific message that was sent days earlier to respond to that specific one. So it does not necessarily mean that what appears next is what was being responded to. It could be in respect to a video that was sent much earlier. That is all, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Counsel for County Assembly, under 1 minute, please. We are running out of time.
Mr. Speaker, the question was about my understanding of Section 22 whether it relates to refusal to obey a summons or refusal to produce documents. On its face, it refers to refusal to produce documents. And we showed you that refusal in page 30 and 31, I believe, of our volume 2. The section that speaks to the question my classmate, the Honorable Edwin Sifuna, asked is paragraph A. The only other thing to note, Chair, is that these are not just statutory sections. They have their foundation in Article 195 of our Constitution, without which both the Senate and the County Assembly will not be able to exercise their oversight function. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Senators. We have expended the 20 minutes. Now we'll proceed. Thank you, Honorable Evans. You may proceed to take your seat.
Thank you, Honorable
Counsel
Speaker.
for the County Assembly, you said you have 2 witnesses, and we've agreed that each will consume 10 minutes. So you call.
Much obliged, Mr. Speaker.
So call that is the third witness.
Our third witness, Mr. Speaker, is the Honorable Mugambi Ridikiri Murudhania, who is the Member of Parliament for Bori constituency.
Exactly 10 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, the witness is in the chamber. He will be examined by my learned friend, Mr. Marius Maranya.
I, Mugambi Murudhania Rindikili, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate in respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. I'll begin, Honorable Speaker, for the interest of time. Mr. Witness, kindly, for the interest of answer, introduce yourself in terms of your names and what you do for a living.
Thank you, Council, Madam Speaker, the members of the Senate. My name is Mugambi Murudhania Rindikili, Member of Parliament of Bori constituency in Meru County.
Thank you, Honorable Rindikili. When were you elected as Member of Parliament for Bori constituency?
I was elected in 2017. I'm serving my second term.
Would you kindly let us know the party that sponsored you to the Parliament for this term?
I am an elected Member of Parliament under the UDA party.
Did you record a statement in respect to the impeachment motion?
I did, Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, swear an affidavit, which is, I'm sure, before this Honorable House.
Senator Gloria and Senator
This
Bonnie Halole.
is on
Can
page
the witness be heard in
66.
silence? Take your seat, please.
Can you
Right,
confirm that the same is on page number 66 of volume 1?
Yes, I do confirm, Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, that my sworn affidavit is on page 66 of volume 1.
Page 66 of volume 1.
Volume 1.
The volume 1, the small booklet. Page 66. Besides being the Member of Parliament for Bori constituency.
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, I am the chair of Meru Parliamentary Caucus.
Is it therefore to mean that in both your statement you're speaking on both yourself and other colleagues on behalf of your colleague members of parliament?
Yes, I do.
In your statement, you have variously or adversely decried the governor's vilification or bullying or demeaning of both yourself and your colleague, other members of parliament.
Yes, it is true.
Would you state in particular instances that such vilification or bullying has occurred?
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, on the 10th of September, we had a function which was graced by His Excellency the President. He uttered words which were not conducive to good governance and leadership in our community.
Honorable Speaker, this is the clip that was played in respect to Lare presidential meeting. I may not wish to replay the same. I will rely on the same. Which other forum except the presidential meeting has the governor vilified the members of your members and yourself, the members of parliament and yourself?
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, we had an incursion in Nakuru State Lodge where we were invited by His Excellency the President and the Deputy to cause reconciliation among the deteriorating political situation in Meru County. Leave the State House.
In brief, Honorable Ndikiri, would you kindly state some of the vilifying words that have been said by the governor against yourself and your members of parliament?
On the 10th of September, Madam Speaker, and the members of the Senate, we had gathered as usual, customary when you have visitors. The members of parliament present are given an opportunity to speak. On that specific day, we were 10 of us, including.
Being mindful of time, how did you infer that in the Lare meeting, presidential meeting, that the governor was making reference to you and the member of parliament when she referred to 10 cartels earning $1 million shillings?
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, it's true we were 10 members of parliament. She qualified that these are the 10 cartels who earn 1 million shillings and 500 shillings and above. So by implication, she was implying the members of parliament.
Corrupt, referring to your members as introducing their co-wives, affiliates. What do you make of such pronouns?
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, the word cartel is not a very nice cartel in a situation where you are referring to as greed. You are only interested with your stomach. So what Madam Governor was saying or implying is that us, we are not interested in anything else other than our greed. So we felt insulted and humiliated and demeaned in front of the president and the rest of our community in Meru.
Any meaning of the word affiliate referred to you by the governor? Affiliate.
Affiliate?
Yes.
Affiliate in the biblical terms, I think she says she is a bishop. So I'm sure when she takes the podium, she will be able to explain what affiliate means, but that is not a present term to refer.
Are these outbursts by the governor been informed by any provocation on your part or on the part of your members?
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, there are so many circumstances and venues where the governor has continued to verify the members of parliament. I remember there are issues in South Imenti, there are issues in Central Imenti, and the other areas. Madam Speaker, I am privy to this information because as their chairman, we share quite a lot.
Out of all the elected members in Meru, is there any of the member that the governor is in good terms with?
As far as I'm concerned, I lead a team of 12 members of parliament, including our Deputy Speaker, Honorable Kaduri, none of them is in the friendship with the governor, not because of our cause, but I think because of our attitude.
And Honorable Ndikiri, what effect has this demeaning and vilifying vilification of the governor caused yourself and as well as your leaders, your members, sorry?
We are members of dignity. We were elected by people of Meru. The MCs were also elected by people of Meru. We were all elected, the governor was elected. So our concern is the deteriorating, which is almost nearing zero, of the relationship between our executive and the other leaders in the county.
Does that mean that the vilification has caused you ridicule and embarrassment within your constituency? Or
certainly, it has even gone beyond our county.
Have you attempted to seek any resolution or alternative dispute resolution between yourself, or to seek any, peacemaking forum with the governor?
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, yes, it is true. Our mission to the Nakuru State Lodge, that's what one of the dates of reconciliation. Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, we also had the opportunity of sitting in the boardroom of His Excellency the Deputy President. He gave us his boardroom to deliberate, to bring the MCS together, members of parliament, and others, so that we can have an amicable solution to the deteriorating political situation in our county.
Yes, and very final. Are they still pursuing this one, such as you've made reference to the Deputy President? Is he still pursuing the reconciliation, or has given up?
The last communication I had, they have given up.
For the interest of time, I subject now the witness to cross-examination, Honourable Speaker, and thank you.
Thank you, Counsel. Cross-examination. The cross-examination should take a maximum of 7 minutes. So, Counsel, you may proceed.
Honorable Mugambi Rendikiri, did I hear you in your evidence in chief to say that the governor referred to you as Wafilisti or something to that effect?
I did.
And in your affidavit at pages 66 to page 68 of the record.
I said, Madam Speaker, that is our statement, not my statement.
I'm asking where that grievance is in your affidavit, because your affidavit now brings those grievances to this Senate. Where is it in your affidavit?
Madam Speaker, I repeat again, I did not make that allegation. What I said, she is the one who said, it's not in my affidavit. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I don't know whether we are communicating with the witness.
The question is answered. He said it's not in the
Thank you so much. Allow me to move to something else about Makatel Kumi. I understood you to say that Makatel Kumi meant 10 members of parliament from Meru County. Did I get you right?
Yes, we are 12 members
let's go. I only have 7 minutes. Did I get you right that Makatel Kumi meant 10 members of parliament from Meru County?
The implication, yes, because we were 10.
I have limited time. I'm asking a very straightforward question. I just want to confirm whether I'm right or wrong in that understanding.
Just allow the witness to answer. Just answer that question. Honorable Mugambi.
Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, like I said, and allow me to have an explanation, because I don't think this is a question of yes or no, is that the members of the National Assembly who are in attendance, we were 10. That's what I meant. And we have, surely, members of the Senate, Madam Speaker, I don't think there was anybody in that congregation who fit into that description.
In that clip, did the Honorable Governor say 10 cartels in this meeting?
Madam Speaker, as I said, she said we cannot allow 10 cartels members take hostage, or for that matter, come and determine.
In that speech, say 10 cartels in this meeting.
I gathered it from there because I don't attachment with the
Answer.
I took it to mean she was referring to the members of parliament.
Did she in fact say 10 cartels in this meeting?
It was not a meeting, it was a church service.
Did she say 10 cartels in this event?
Madam Speaker, yes.
The record will bear us out. Fortunately for us, the Senate has watched that clip. Allow me to request that they play the short clip.
Technical team, please.
May I request that video marked B, the second marked
Flash
B has
disk.
only one video. Has only one video.
It's in the flash disk marked
B, correct, my
Flash disk marked B.
You're right, Don.
Continue with the rest as they get the video.
In your grievances at paragraph 3, at page 67 of the Assembly's volume 1, you give various descriptions that the governor makes against various leaders in your view. Have you particularized any allegation, any claim, any insult, demean yourself?
Starting as Mugabe per se.
I've said in paragraph 3, is there any claim at A, B, C, you have numbered them, that you claim the governor makes against Mugambi, Mwiridhania, Rindikiri, that is yourself?
Madam Speaker, as I said, the implication of governor's statement referring us, and I seek your indulgence, Madam Speaker, members of the Senate, is that this is in reference to the discussion the governor presented. And therefore, I cannot isolate myself per se from this. So I'm part and parcel of it, even if my name is not appearing there as Mugambi Rindikiri. So I'm dealing with the matter in totality, the 10 cartels.
Council, can you confirm whether the flash disk has 1B or 1D? There's only one flash disk and it has 1D.
No,
It's marked as 1D.
The flash disk the flash disk itself marks as 1D. Mr. Speaker, Madam Chair, did I get that right?
Yes.
No,
It's
our
marked as-
flash disk there are two flash disks. To distinguish them, only one is marked B, just to distinguish from the earlier one. There's no two flash, so we just made a video clip of less than 2 minutes.
Check again, Secretariat. 1B.
No, just B.
It's marked just B.
B for boy.
Secretariat, confirm.
Constituency.
You are quite right.
At paragraph 3C, you complain about an allegation made against the member for Central Imenti constituency.
Correct.
Any allegation made against the member for Buri constituency in a similar fashion?
No.
Thank you so much. Have you seen to get the member for Central Imenti constituency, Amwiru?
As I said, I share a lot of information as a caucus with the other members of parliament.
You know, if they can't get B, are they able to retrieve the video marked KMV12B? I just cross-check whether it may have related content. KMV12B in the flash disk from which they were playing the other videos.
Secretariat, can you check KMV 12B. Counsel, can you wind up your cross-examination? So it's already there. He's confirmed it's not there. So they're looking out now for the second one you've requested.
Just for the record, please confirm that, in fact, Meru County has 11 elected members of parliament and not 10.
As I said, the members of parliament present, they included women and the senator. We have
Is that
two
another
members.
question, by any chance?
We have 11 elected members of parliament, but the members of parliament present that day were 10.
And I don't know what the information from the secretary is regarding the clip. Otherwise, I'll have to rest at that point because the next question was supposed to come from the clip.
Is the clip there? Have you found the flash disk? We might have to move on. Are you able to phrase the question without you remind him what was the content of the clip?
Do you remember the event you attended where the Honorable Mpuri Aburi made sexual slurs using a stick called kibiriri? What they are going to do with the governor with that stick? Do you remember that meeting?
There are so many meetings we have attended. Which one is particular?
I'm talking about a kibiriri stick, a particular meeting where that was made.
I have attended many, that's what I'm saying.
Of all those meetings had Mpuri Aburi making a sexual slur, what they were going to do, that the witness sees himself saying they support what Mpuri Aburi has said.
Okay.
Show them the video.
He's already there. He's working with the secretariat team. He's up there. Council, they are checking out for it. We will indulge you to return that question if it is found. Have you found it? Yes. We will indulge you to come back when the
Thank you
clip
so
is
much.
found.
I'm
so
humbled.
we can do the re-exam, and that will be done in 5 minutes.
I'm humbled.
So, Council, for the county, can you do the re-examination? 5 minutes.
Knowledge, does the governor have any justification for this constant reference to MPs as cartels, greedy, watu wa tumbo zao, and all the other insults?
A good governor will move with 12 members of parliament and 59 members of county assembly.
My question, sir, to the best of your knowledge and conscience, has the governor ever had any justification for this war against MPs?
Actually, it's a surprise that she can pick issues with the members of parliament.
Do you know anything the MPs have done as a group to warrant this collective vilification every weekend?
I'm not aware of any.
Are you aware of any complaint lodged by them?
I'm not aware of.
To the best of your knowledge, what was the interpretation, Mr. Speaker? I think I can allow him to put the question, then I can, if you permit, of course.
Okay, let the video be played.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Sir, I feel relieved.
Witness ya kwamba tumetoseka kutawaliwa vibaya na mkora asiosiba anafaa kuongezwa katoto kwa tumbo na simiti na mawe ndio asisikie njaa tena.
Did that witness just say wamechoka kuongozwa na mkora anafaa kuongezwa katoto kwa tumbo na simiti na mawe?
That is Polo's statement.
I didn't get that. You answer?
That is Polo's statement from what I'm gathering.
Saying, did that speaker, that Mburi, make that statement that I've just said?
I've said, Mr. Speaker, that is Polo speaking.
That
He has
Mpuri,
spoken those ones.
that Mpuri is a member of your caucus, the caucus you come to represent here. True or not true?
And that's true.
Did your member make that statement I have just said? Anafaa awekwe katoto kwa tumbo na simiti na mawe?
I'll have to cross-check that because I don't know how katoto can be put in a komawe.
Oh, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, you know, from where I come from, speaking about sexuality, you know, makes me a bit shy.
You're just supposed to confirm what has been said.
Yes, that's what he has said.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Proceed playing.
Kawira lakini tunataka kiti ya mtuma apewe, kiti yake, deputy yake, magari rudishwe, security apewe, kila kitu apewe, na kiti ya finance, kiti ya pesa apewe. Bondo ndaya la kebiri. Ndia kuna mkomano aramela arome anga kobira.
What is that speaker
Council,
saying?
you have 3 minutes to conclude.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I'll be done. What is that speaker saying? The person speaking.
From what I can lead, this is why I've come with this stick to insert and stare Kawira, the Satan who has defeated men.
Proceed, playing.
That's
Kwa hivyo sisi tunaunga mkono hilo mjadala umeletwa na Mheshimiwa Mporo na
we have seen Mr. Speaker,
Order, senators.
thank you so much. Mr. Speaker, members may understand why I was a bit frustrated when this video couldn't be played.